We could just dodge the village. Look at that. The little hill has depth. To the town. You continue along the path. Sounds of festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley. After so long on the dire road, the people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. The Mennonite on your shoulder remarks, I told you it was a happy place. Jan, what the heck's going on? Are they bewitched? No, if there was magic, believe me, I know. This is the festival of the young. No, it's Zoomer Festival. Well, take a look. Jen waves a little hand around the village. The idea is that once a year, the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It's a great time of fun and lots of pranks. They're letting children, like, ride cars and drink booze. Oh man, they're letting children complete the parents' tax forms. Oh, that sounds sick. It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings, where you find a number of children sitting in the street and drinking ale from deep mugs. Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over his knee and spanking her. On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads Glandragger's Tavern. It's complete mayhem. Dude, do we rescue this old woman? I mean, I feel like that's the... Honestly, the old woman probably wants this. Who am I to ruin her good time? Consider helping her, but there's nothing you can do. It is their festival after all. Go into the tavern or go further beyond plus ultra. I'm not gonna interrupt their festivities, or else they're gonna start spanking me. Enter the tavern. Beyond the bar, a thick-set man is wiping down mugs with an old rag. Greetings, stranger. I'm Galandragger. Can I be helping you? Uh, yo, what's up? I've come a long way. I'm sure you have. Take a seat. You do so, and Jan leaps up and onto the counter. Galandragger seems amused rather than alarmed by the creature. How much is ale? 2 gold pieces, and it's the finest in town. Well, it's the only ale in town. I make sure of that. Dude, we don't need gold. I'm lying. The innkeeper gives you a long, hard look, deciding whether or not he trusts you. Then he relents and pours you a mug. Don't tell anyone I gave you that, but it's on the house. You look like you've been on the road a while. You have no idea. Yo, he just lied to save 2 gold. Feel kind of bad. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me. At least my ape didn't turn into anything else. There is no aid the spirit might give you now. Oh, because we're full on stamina. Tell me about the village. Vandragger shrugs. Not much to say. What you see is what you get. This place keeps going because it's the only route between Kare and Katapani. One of these mountains falls or the river freezes over, then this place will be a desert in 2 weeks. I'm headed for Kare. Of course you are. Didn't I just tell you that? What can you tell me about it? Kare. I loved a girl in Kare. This dude's giving us our backstory. We're reading an online recipe, and the first 3 quarters of the page are just him explaining how he used to date this one chick. The town for love, you know. You have to live every day like it's like your last in Kare, because the chances are high that it will be. Now, if there's a city of thieves, if ever there were one, I'm sure you'll be right at home. Dude knows we're a thief. Holy crap. He knows we lied about our gold and that we stole a blimberry juice from a merchant. We don't tell this guy we can cast magic. I'll survive. Good for you, he replies with a nod. I suppose the worst that happened to me there was a broken heart in the end. Glandragger goes back to wiping down his bar. Then a thought occurs to him. You'll be passing through Torapani, I suppose. The Sphinx and Torapani are normally a merry lot, but they're pretty depressed at the moment. There's a real gloom about the place. It's because they know I'm coming. I don't care about their feelings. What's up with them? Oh well, he thinks for a moment, then waves away whatever was at the tip of his tongue. I'm sure it's nothing to concern you. We counter Jan issues a large burp. He'd been sipping ale from puddles on the bar top and is now quite drunk. Dude, we could either ditch this dude and he'll get squished, or we can Let him live. We wake him up. You poke the creature, who clambers boozily onto your finger, then topples off and onto the floor. Leave him there if you like. I'll pick him up and put him in a mug. Dude's gonna get drinking. Hope he's in Devore. But you don't quite manage it, and at the last moment, Jan rouses himself and flies whoppingly back onto your shoulder. I love you, he whispers into your ear. Dude, we have this companion, and half the prompts are just telling us to ditch him. We finally get, like, one party member, and the game's like, nah, you don't want this guy. He just gets drunk. We venture further into town. You head out of the tavern and turn a corner, find a group of girls standing by a signpost, pointing to the crystal waterfall. They're tripping up the elders as they pass and giggling. Aw, that's... Man, these poor old people, they're struggling enough as it is. But it's like the day of the young, so I don't know. They... Like, the old people knew what they were getting into. Like, they signed the purge into law. And now they're like, all right, we'll deal with getting killed one day a year, but all the other days, the children better behave. I don't know, like, if we interrupt, like, the children are just gonna get rowdy, like, the rest of the year. They're gonna be like, well, I wasn't allowed to, like, drink mead on the holiday, so I'm gonna, like, steal your car, Dad. The parents will have to relent, because they'll know that, like, oh man, our child didn't get to, like, commit murder that day. Ask about the waterfall. Is there a secret behind it? Stop by the group and ask them about the waterfall, but they are too distracted by Jan, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, you give up and walk away. One of the girls calls, "Come back!" Another shouts, "The water is good for you!" Jan's eye is already missing the attention, but comes back to rest on your shoulder. Okay, so we've been told that drinking water from the waterfall, or bathing in it, or just looking at it, some combination is good for us. That's, I don't know. Yeah, we'll make a detour to the waterfall if we can. We leave the girls to their snickering. Oh, poor Jan. Visit the waterfall. Yeah, it looks like to go to the waterfall, we'll have to come back around to leave. So I'm guessing if we go to the inn, we might not be able to go to the waterfall. So we'll just chill in the waterfall. Yeah, and then we'll head up. I guess Jan's still with us. You go back, past the girls and up a path that climbs through a crack in the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and see close up the waterfall you glimpsed from the hilltop earlier today, plunging down from the cliffs overhead. Large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the waterfall. There's only one path to reach it, winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small who, or ruffian is that a who? Well, who? What's a who? A small hut. Oh, the T is cut out. Or a ruffian is collecting money. Could talk to the ruffian. Maybe he tries to steal from us. We could beat him up with our new sword. We're gonna ask, dude. If we ask Jan to scout ahead, he's drunk. He's gonna get killed by like a bird. So he's gonna get eaten. We'll just talk to the dude. You make your way over the hut. Greetings. You collect a fee for the waters? I do. Achoo! Says the ruffian. These waters cannot be so healing that he has not caught an awful flu from them. 3 gold pieces. Pay with an emerald. Haggle. 3 gold pieces. For a bath, you're a thief. Waters are healing. They'll do more than make you clean. We could go. We could pay. We could haggle. Give you 2. The ruffian considers for a moment. He seems to be won over by your manner. Alright, 2 goes. Don't tell anyone I did it. 1. Almost chokes him. I'm not a charity. Let's turn back. You must think me a fool. Waterfall may be beautiful, but it's not worth your hard-earned gold. Pleased with your decision, turn back head towards the village. As they pass the goal, they sneered to each other. He doesn't smell any better. Aw, no. Go back. Yo, Jan, scout ahead. Why don't you scout ahead? Find out the waterfall is worth the money. Alright, but I'll be quick. Don't think you get rid of me just like that. I can catch up. Time to leave. Ooh, can we cast Jig? Do we have any spells? Cast Sus. Zap. We can make him depressed. 6, we can make a lot of us. Dud. Illusion of treasure. Wait, Nip. How's speed? Sniff, stench. I think just like that. I can catch up. Oh, if we cast stench and pretend that we're like really smelly, then this dude might just let us go to the waterfall so that we don't smell so much. We cast Sniffa. You raise the spell, sticking your nose plugs in quickly, and a terrific, terrible smell begins to emanate from under your armpits. The griffin begins to retch and turn a purple color. He covers his nose and mouth quickly with a hand, with the other waves you past. Go on, he says. You smell like you need it, for the love of Sinla. The nod, you hurry past towards the waterfall. Nice. Oh no, we cast Gamer BO. Where did Jan go? Head up to the waterfall, which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. The Mennonite is waiting for you by the path and jumps onto your shoulder as soon as you appear. You decided to come anyway, he whispers in your ear. I suppose you do smell like you need a bath. He strips off your clothes. Oh, I thought it said that the Mennonite stripped off my clothes. Dive into the pool while Jan flitters through the froth. Cool water is fresh and invigorating. You feel yourself getting rapidly better. Feel a huge swell of confidence. Coming here was the best decision you have made. Water cures disease. Wait. Are we gonna tell the plagued people to come here? Holy crap. Is that what's gonna happen? Wait, is that what we're gonna do? I mean, like we could rest, but like our stamina's pretty chillin'. Wait, this water cures disease. Something about this seems terribly important. People should be told about this. Where does it come from? Where can it come from, this water? How is such a thing possible? Looking up the sheer cliff face, you can make out nothing beyond a slight shadow hovering at the very edge of the precipice, like a gigantic spider waiting to jump. Whatever it is, it must be a place of great power. Place of power. Better draw from it. A place to be sought out, or a place that be avoided, as one might avoid the plague. Now you can move on, refresh, and ready for the night. We could sleep by the waterfall. And I want to see what the option about telling people about it is. People should be told. Villagers up on the lonely mountain, ravaged by the plague, they should be brought here. They can be saved. But it is late already. The walk back to the plague town will lose you a day, maybe more. And with this place so close, they must know of it. Perhaps their symptoms are too serious to be healed. Then, dude, I could send Jan? Then someone else, aka Jan. I don't know, I feel like saving people is pretty sick. Huh? Send someone else, they might not do it. Shouldering your pack, you begin the long, weary walk back to the village of the plague. You're not really doing this, are you? Jan hisses in your ear. You're crazy. You ignore the small creature's complaints. Holy crap, we're wasting all of our time, but who cares? This is kind of fun. After an hour, you feel in sight of the rise up the hillage. Where are you going? I thought you were on a mission. Wait, it only took us an hour to get here? Okay, that's pretty fast. This is important. Sure it is, Jan. So is sleep. You say nothing, but keep walking. We're at full stamina. Who needs sleep? Alright, alright. What is it now, Jan? Jan shakes his head, leaping up from the shoulder to flitter irritatingly right in front of your face. Listen to me. You can't go. I won't let you. What's he gonna do? You won't. Why not? Because I'll go for you. Mennonites can't catch plague, so there's no risk, and I can fly faster than you. And if I save a whole village, I'm bound to find someone who will look after me properly. He looks at you, expecting you to argue. I don't know. I kinda... Come with me, Jan. You don't want my company, trust me. Then he turns with a buzzing sound and flits away in the dark. You're alone once more. Villagers should be in safe hands. We cannot stay to receive their thanks. It is time to find somewhere to sleep. With luck, you will reach Kari tomorrow. Oh no. No. We lost Jan. Okay, it's really fun save scumming. It is how I enjoy playing games, is just exploring all the options. But it's cool. People should be told about it. Leave them. Start walking. Hey Jan, you wanna go? Kill the ruffian. The ruffian's gonna charge them like 20 bucks each. Oh, the tavern keeper. No, we tell Jan. Jan can just go there. You know, one good-hearted creature, at least. Jan, how would you like to be a hero? Not as much as you, I'm thinking. Give up, he'll never explain what he should do. We're gonna send our party member. There was a village I passed through earlier today, up on a mountaintop. Those villagers should be brought here, to this waterfall, and I want you to do it. The creature narrows its eyes. You mean the plague village? It's not a plague village. I mean, yeah, it is. Trying to get rid of me. I'm used to that. I expect it, being what I am, but I'm not going anywhere. The bratish little imp folds his tiny arms and squat down on top of your head. Well, nothing else for it. You're crazy. Yo, Jan, why did you ignore us? This is important. Is it just all the same options? Okay, fine. Whatever. We're just because Jan's being a bit of a twit. This water cures disease. Where does it come from? Place of power. Better draw from it. This is what I did originally, so I'll just kind of go back to doing it. Sleep by the waterfall. The idea of going back in the village now is unappealing. You are refreshed and calm, and the scenery here is beautiful and peaceful. Getting out of the pool, you dry off, collect your things, and head off into the trees to find a spot to rest. Being curling roots, find a small place to settle down for the night. Jan perches a little way above on a knot. Fully asleep. You were tired enough to fall asleep, but you were hungry for not having eaten. Oh, do we need to eat? We're pretty chill. We're just gonna settle. We've encountered this before. Rest your head on your backpack and close your eyes. Perhaps a few hours pass when you wake suddenly, aware of a shadow moving between the tree trunks. It turns as it sniffs the air. A wolfhound. Throw something at the creature. Can we cast Jig? J-I. You complete the spell and play the flute, but nothing seems to happen. The wolfhound charges you. You draw your sword. The beast roars and howls. Nice. Our longsword gives us +2. The wolfhound creeps towards you, jaws dripping and fur shining wet. You arc your sword for its neck. It bounds forwards, only to run itself onto your blade. It writhes and howls. It limps back, bleeding heavily. Yeah, it's gonna defend, and then we just all out attack. It howls and whimpers. Oh, whoop! It's tensing, preparing to pounce. Yeah, I went all out when I didn't need to. Levering beast runs for your neck. You're wrecked on instinct. You're dead. I mean, we're sleeping, so we're gonna regain stamina, probably. Unless not sleeping, not eating doesn't. The beast defeated. You pause to regain your breath and wipe your sword. There is a warning. Beware the Black Lotus. Then, once satisfied, you lay down again and try to sleep. Jan flutters down. Marie settles on your shoulder. Your dreams are filled with walking, with peaks and valleys, and endless paths. A curious light plays across them. building walls to heights before ruining them as it moves away. Above it all, there's a warning. Beware the Black Lotus. And I just left like 30 people to die. Oh, whoops. You rise early from your spot beneath the tree. As you gather the things, Jan leaps up and on your shoulder. Ready to go? He chirps. Pass through the village, which is now quiet as the grave, and rejoin the path on the far side of Bir Tanti. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you'll reach Torpani today, the last village in the Shamutanti Hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill to the left and downhill to the right. Oh, Jan, what's your advice? Right is a forest. To the left, the going is easier. The path heads through a field of black flowers, Torapani. Wait, beware the Black Lotus? Path heads through a field of black flowers? Of black flowers. I wonder what that means. What else do you know? Nothing, protests the creature. That's a fine way to talk to your guide. I'm not charging you for my advice, you know. You get no more from the creature. With Torapani so close, it hardly matters which way you go, surely. I kind of want to go to the Black Lotus just to see, like, okay. Like, I'm going to go right. That's my choice, but I want to see if anything happens with the Black Lotus, because we were warned about it, and that seems really cool. We go left. Good choice. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong, Jan. Path slopes gently downwards towards shrubby forest and across patches of dry, weary earth. Chamotati Hills are relatively verdant compared to the backlands beyond the Jabaji River, and you can see the influence of that desolation already creeping into the soil, like a spreading infection. Then, as you crest a rise, a powerful, pleasant smell reaches your nostrils. You see off to your right a path through a field of beautiful black flowers. Turn back and go the other way. Yeah, I guess if we didn't have Jan, then we would go back the other way because we wouldn't have known about the black flowers. Did the plague start from here? Who knows? Who cares? Chips the Mennonite dancing around your shoulder impatiently. Want to go there or not? Try using magic. Shortest path to Terrapani. I want to try. I'll see what I can find there myself. Good luck with that. Trying to ignore the smell rising from the field. Let's burn it down. I'm guessing this is gonna be sus. And it's gonna tell us that it's bad. I'm guessing this is going to be tough. Okay, so something about the smell is bad because we can cast Huff to like blow away the smell, or Niff to add effect for magic. We're gonna be smelly. Actually, I mean, I'm just doing this for fun. We're gonna go the other way. You cast the spell, quickly shoving in your nose plugs before you complete the final binding of the enchantment. Jan looks at you with amusement, strange, considering the terrible smell you must now be emitting. Quite safe from the stink with your nose plugs in. Walk through the field. The field is wide and thick with flowers, and beautiful enough, in a somber way. And halfway in, your foot crunches on something. Jan, on your shoulders, giggles at the sound and begins to pull your earlobe. You bat him away. Did we step on a skull? There's a bone under your boot, a human arm bone. Next to it, a skeleton. The skull has flowers between its jaws. Something is very wrong here. You keep going. The far side is in sight. Jan begins to totter. He slips from your shoulder, catches himself, flies back up, then slips again. You dying? What's the matter with you? Nothing, creature replies, spitting through the air in a blur of flickering wings. I've never been so happy. And he plunges in between the flower blossoms and... Oh god, we're gonna leave him to die? Good for him. You pause to root the flowers. In doing so, one of the nose plugs slips from your nostril, becomes lost amongst the blossoms. Gotta look for it. Reach down thick carpet flowers, patting the ground to try and find the missing nose plug. The perfume is thick and heavy in your unblocked nostril, but you find no sign of the plug. You stretch out, inhaling deeply. What's my fate? The black death fills you with such joy that troubles are. Your remains will nurture these deadly flowers. Oh, sick. It's so funny. I mean, like, we totally expected that, right? That's why we weren't gonna go this way. beyond Viratanti. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're going right. That's so funny. Okay, so you actually can just straight up die. And Yan, we totally left Jan to die. Which is also funny. We go right. Then be on your guard, Jan wants you. You climb a rise. The way is not too steep, and as noon approaches, you've crested the ridge and are descending yet again. You're now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin. View west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch glimpses of Kare on your northern horizon. Hit stop and eat, or we're just gonna keep going. Our stamina's fine. Decide not to stop to eat and push on. Jan is in a talkative mood over the worst of his headache from last night's drinking and fills the air around with his chatter about what he can see and how things smell and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Kare. Wait, he's going to Kare with us? Awesome. We have a companion. Enough to make you wonder if you could sell him as a companion to a blind old lady somewhere. Here, 3 gold pieces for this Mennonite. Pass from the open hillside into a patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in her. Stop! Stop now! We could ask why. Patch of deep forest. Oh, I don't know, we'll listen to him. Come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between 2 trees and touches your neck. You've seen me, whispers a voice. I know it. Steel emerged from the darkness and touches my neck. It's too late to draw my sword, right? You're into the darkness of the trees. Nothing, just shadow. And then you see, it's a shadow with 2 eyes. Who's there? There's no reply, but the tall dark figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. He's dressed head to toe in black, and you've not seen him a mere moment before. Even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away, he wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. He's not talking. I guess. Oh. Can we cast a spell? Can we make him dance? Jig, jig, jig. Oh, there's no jig. Fix. Cause fixedness. Interesting. I haven't seen that one before. But I don't think that's gonna help us because we can't cast it. We can cast Zap. We can cast Keck W. Walk. Create shield. 1 stamina, 1 gold. Okay, like, we're fighting an assassin, so, like, defending ourselves is probably worth it. I don't know. Using 1 gold piece is probably fine. Cast this spell and it drains energy from nothing happens. Strange. Yo, is this dude blocking our magic? Oh, we gotta fight. Bring your sword up to bear. Well, he's on the offense. Oh, okay, well, nothing bad happened. The assassin raises his curved sword and salute and takes his position. Drop into a defensive crouch immediately. The assassin is perhaps the most fearsome opponent you have encountered so far. He covers himself so well. Drops into a defensive crouch. He covers himself. Hold firm and keep your defense, and he hangs back and watches you without emotion. Circle around him in an arm's length, and he circles away. He waits and watches in return. I'll just jab him real quick. Time to attack. You sting with your blade, low and fast, saving your energy, but the impact clanks against his turned sword. He grins. My duty is to sever your head from your neck, the assassin says in a voice as cold as polished marble. You will not hold me from it. Drop yourself into a crouch, and he tries a deep slice, but you roll out of the way, mostly unhurt. Closing his eyes, the assassin murmurs a quick prayer as he sets his stance. Oh man, we just beat him. Oh, that was close. Acting quickly, you rush forward with a deep, heavy slash, catching him as he gets off balance. Blood drips from the assassin's tunic. He curses under his breath. The assassin spins his sword about to shift the sword across his body. Well, if he's putting the sword across his body, that means he's defending. Or not. The assassin laughs. With your blade close, you're ready to parry, as he catches you with a passing slice across your cheek. Sinla forgive you, he declares as he swings. The impact of his sword catches you on the back, and he pulls the blade. As he pulls the blade clear, he lifts you from the floor and kicks you in the stomach. We're gonna. Okay. Keeping it action, you swing your sword fast, and towards his chest. The blow jumps back off his hilt to the blade. You will die out here. I think we defend. Yeah. Swivels his grip. He's gonna. Yeah, we're chill. We beat an assassin. We did lose 4 stamina, but that's kind of fine. We can still like pray and eat and whatnot. Fainting left, he swings a masterful swipe. He's off balance and moving slowly, and the blade goes deep. He turns and stumbles, releasing his sword as he topples. I'm not so proud as to not admit when I am beaten, he groans. You may finish me if you so choose, but if you do me an honor and use my own blade. Oh, the assassin now is dead, but lies on the floor, gasping. Kill him. Or spare him. Okay, like, honestly, sparing him's probably, like, a bad idea. And if we kill him, we can get his sword. Searching his body probably gives us information, but I want to be, maybe he'll be nice to us if we spare him. And get up, you tell him, holding your sword back on, but not putting it away yet. He nods and sheathes his own blade. You're an honorable man. I am glad to meet you. Now you have saved me. You own me in part. My name is Flanker, and I'm an assassin and a thief. What will you give me for your life? Yeah, let's get info first. Why did you attack me? It's a simple matter. I pick on wayfarers for practice in hiding and killing. I assumed you would be no match, especially when I saw your pet. He points briefly at Jan, who is currently hiding under a fold in my tunic, but I see I was wrong. Wait, this dude was just attacking us just for fun? So he wasn't sent to kill us as an assassin? He bows his head once, perhaps in respect, perhaps from the pain of his injuries. You're traveling to Kara, he asks. Why do you ask? That is the way I am going. Well, perhaps I will not see you again once we part now, but I do remember me. I will not forget the debt I owe you. He is useless. Finish him. What's your business in Kari? Looks in long into your eyes for a moment. He answers, the nobles of the city have heard rumors. Goblins are reopening the old mines. They want to know why. Mining for emeralds and arming for the villages. They're arming for war with the villages, you tell them, remembering the conversation with people in Dumpus. To wager they are, but it's not in search of iron that they have. Reopen the... I just totally skipped over all the text. But it's not in search of iron that they have reopened the ancient workings. You know the history of these hills, perhaps. They have not always been so poor, so underpopulated. Once, great and powerful men lived here, men of great knowledge and sorcery. Long gone now. He shakes his head. Not gone. Changed. There's a village of giants in these hills. That is what those men became. The ancient miners once ran a great city spanning from the Kakabad Sea as far north as the Yakir mines. That was where they mined that ore that forged the crown, and it is that metal, that power, which the goblins are searching for. If Mampeng should rise, it'll be their only hope. Stop them? Perhaps they will be. They say the ancients left terrible guardians behind. He bows his head again this time. It is definitely from pain. Go, he hisses. You cannot aid me. I can... Oh, wait, do I have magic? I had caused your wounds. Are you a doctor? I do not think you are. Tearing strips of dark fabric from his clothing, you bind the wounds tightly, and the bleeding lessens. You are too kind a man who is about to too kind to a man who is about to kill you. He murmurs. Let that be your lesson. You reply. You gather up your things and head out of the forest, leaving him behind. You have a sense that you have made a powerful friend. Yo, we didn't kill him. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Well, we have a friend. Just checking to see if we have anything cool. Yeah, I mean we used our blimberry juice to cure the sick plague people. We couldn't have used it on him. But that's fine. We could use dolphin now just to recover our stamina. But I mean, I don't know, 12 out of 18 is pretty good at the moment. So now we have a friend. We have two friends. So he was talking about a village of giants. Although we've been to like most villages, we haven't been to there or there. And he was talking about the Yakir mines, which are apparently abandoned, but there might be goblins there again. Anyway, we'll just go on.